Welcome back to the channel. Today on the operating table, we have an Asus Strix. Just came in for repair. Let's see if we can fix it. Let's begin. All right, so what's the story behind this one? This one I actually purchased off of eBay for another customer who wanted to see if I could repair it and they would purchase it off me. So that's where we're at here. This is not a customer's computer. This was purchased off of eBay. So let's see if we could fix it, and let's see what we got. All right, I don't have the proper adapter to tie it into my power supply here, but I could just read you off what I actually see. So this laptop, I use a Tool Power Mac adapter, which allows me to see the voltages, but it doesn't have the correct adapter. But we're going to start with plugging it in. All right, the power is in. And if we open up the laptop here, pressing the power button, we got absolutely nothing. There is a light that's supposed to come on this power button here. And there's 4 lights right here, and they're all blank also. Let me zoom in so you guys can see. There we go. You can see that these 4 lights here are off. And I got nothing on the power button here. All right, without further ado, let's open this up and let's see what's going on. All right, let's go under the microscope. And let's see what we got going on here. Let me clean this up a little so you guys can see this a little clearer. All right, first thing I like to do is go around the board. I've done this a million times just to see what is going on. Actually, while we're at it here, let's disconnect the battery. Fingers in there. All right. So what I'm looking for here is just liquid damage. Crack capacitors, burnt out, anything burnt out. Anything that's a smoking gun, that's going to save me a lot of time, grief, hassle. I don't want to be sitting here for hours fixing or trying to find something when I could just visually kind of see it myself. And there's not much on this motherboard at the front. What is that? Is that? Oh, it's just a. Oh, it's just tape. It's just paint or something. All right. Yeah, this motherboard looks pretty darn clean. All right, let's plug the power in. And I do have a power adapter right here. So let's get our power and let's take some readings. So let's plug the power in. Let's see if we get 19 volts coming into this bad boy. So once again, at the very top right corner there is my multimeter. And this is going to be power, I'm guessing, right here. And we do have 20 volts. So we do have 20 volts coming in. Let's put that up a bit more for you guys. And I don't see first and second MOSFET here. So it's probably going to be behind the board. Yeah, it's probably going to be behind the board. You know what? Let's just take a couple readings here and see if we have anything. Oh, look at that. We do have our 5 volt right there. We have 5.1 volts. And this right here is probably going to be our 3.3. We have 5 volts. We have 3.3. What the heck? This should fire up. Well, now that I've disconnected the battery here, let's try to fire it up. Let's see what happens. It was a battery. Was there a problem with the battery? Let's see what's going on here. Let's fire it up. I hate the location of this power cable. It's at the bottom. And it's just hard. I don't want to break off the connector. I don't want to create more work. Let's see, now with the battery out. No, that's interesting though, because we have 5 volts, we have 3.3. Like there's no signs of life here. I wonder if there's a problem with the power button. I don't see any signs of liquid damage on the keyboard. A little bit of something right there. Actually, yeah, there's some liquid that got in right there. I wonder if the keyboard, the power button doesn't work. So let's go back under the microscope here. And how you find which one is the power button on a keyboard, it's really simple. It's the one with 3.3 volts, right? So this cable here goes to our keyboard. On your keyboard is your power button. Your power button requires 3.3 volts to operate. So what you're going to do is just red probe on ground, black probe on, doesn't matter, right? And you're just going to slide across. Oops, let me get it better. Okay, I'm on ground. And if you keep an eye on the DC at the top right there, I should get one that has 3.3 volts. So if we keep scrolling across here slowly, one of these, oh, what was that one? Sometimes you go over too fast, it doesn't register. That one's got 0.5 volts, that's not it. I skipped one there. Just want to go slow. Right, what's that one? 0.6 volts. Oh, wait, how can none of these have 3.3? So there's something going on. There is something going on with the power button. We should have 3.3 volts here. So let's do this. Let's take out this cable. Okay, the cable's out now. Let's try to see if there's 3.3 now. Let's check. So again, we're just going to go over it real slow. I bet you it's going to be this one that was like 0.5 here. No. What the heck happened here? Where is it? No. How come there's no 3.3? So it's not even getting... Oh, wait. Wait a minute. I thought I saw... Right there. So which pin is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. Pin number 5. Right there, 3.3 volts. So when we press the power button now, that should go to 0. So let me see how I could do this. I need to get a ground. So hang on one sec. I'm going to get a ground on the USB-C. That's not working. Let me get a ground there. All right, let me flip back to the top cam here. This is going to be hard to do. So what I want to do is get a ground. I need power plugged in. And I need to push. Oh, hang on one sec. Actually, I don't need power plugged in. I don't need the ground plugged in here, but I do need to short out pin number 5 here with ground. So once I do that, it will trigger the power button. Because remember, right now I have the cable out, so I can't just go ahead and push the power button on here. But if I put the cable in, I only get 0.7 volts where I'm supposed to have 3.3. So now that I have 3.3 volts here, now I can go ahead and short it out, right? So this is going to be tricky. So there's a cap right here. Actually, let me zoom in so you guys can see a little bit better. Let's see, let's zoom in. I gotta get a better overhead camera. My overhead camera sucks. All right, so there's a capacitor you can see right here. I'm going to use the ground of that capacitor, which is this side right here, and I'm going to short it to pin number 5. And let's see what happens. I'm trying to hold it and do it at the same time. This kind of sucks. 1, 2, 3, 4, pin 5, and ground. Anything? Nope, nothing. Let's zoom back out. No, absolutely. Oh, we have lights. Oh, hang on. We have something. There's lights on the keyboard now. Let me zoom back out a bit more. We have lights on the keyboard. Oh my gosh, and there it is. That's all it was. It was a flippin' shorted keyboard. You gotta be kidding me. Yeah, I did not expect it to be something so simple. So now the question being, let's do this. Let's turn it back off. Actually, let's is it charging there? Let me see. Was it charging? Let's see here. I hate the location of that. No, it's not charging, obviously, because we have no battery in. Oh, I forgot to put the battery back in. Let's see if the charging circuit is working. So let's put the battery back in. Battery's back in. Let's see if it's charging. I don't like to put too much pressure on this connector here. And we are charging at 47%. See right there, the battery is charging. This laptop's working perfectly. It was just something going on with the keyboard. So let's take a look and see what's going on here. Maybe it's something simple. Let's disconnect the power. Let's disconnect the battery. All right, let's go back under the microscope here for a sec. And let's look at this ribbon cable here. Do we have or see something going on? So this is pin 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is pin 5 right here. And as soon as we plug this in, we lose our voltage. So let's see if it replicates again. Let's try doing the same thing. We're going to plug the power in. Okay, power is in. And let's check pin 5. Let me get this on the screen for you guys here. Let's check pin 5 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, pin 5 right there. 3.3 volts. See up on the multimeter on the top right? Now, if we plug this cable in, let's see. Let's double check this cable here. Let's see what's going on. There's no damage to it. Looks fine. All right, let's try it again. Maybe it wasn't just seated right because we had 0.7 volts, so maybe it just wasn't seated right. So let's plug this. Let's get this in there really good. Yep, that's in there really good. Okay, let's check now. Do we have 3.3 volts on pin 5? Let's see, pin 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope, 0.7 volts. So as soon as we plug this in, we're not getting 0.7 volts here also. I doubt it's this connector itself. I mean, the connector is literally nothing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's this one right here. I mean, there's no way it's just the connector. It's got to be the keyboard shorted. This connector looks fine. I see no damage. I see no liquid damage. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, pin 5. 0.7. Let me see if I hold it here. Let's see. 0.7. And the minute as soon as I lift it up, 3.3 volts. Close it, 0.7. 3.3. It's a short on the keyboard. Some liquid probably got on the keyboard or something and shorted out the keyboard. All right, so let's take a look. I wonder if I could. I wonder if I have to take the whole thing apart anyway to take the keyboard out. Typically, it's enclosed and it's not really a fix. You almost have to replace the keyboard. But let me take it apart and see what's going on. All right, let me try one thing before we go crazy here. I'm going to try and short the pin to start the laptop and then plug the keyboard in while the laptop's already on. I wonder what's going to happen then. So right now, let's see here. Let's move my microscope out of the way. So right now I got nothing. Let me plug the battery back in. Okay, battery's back in. And let's short out. Zoom in a bit here first. We're going to short out pin 5 to boot the laptop. Hang on one sec here. And then I'm going to try to put the cable in after it's booted. 1, 2, 3, 4, pin 5, ground. Okay. The laptop should come on now. Wait until it comes on here. I'm pretty sure it's on now, but I'll just wait until it comes completely on. There we go. So the laptop is on. Now what happens if I put the keyboard in as it's on? Well, that's going to happen. Am I going to short out this whole laptop that's working? Let's see what happens. Okay, keyboard's in. The laptop shut down. No, the laptop's still on. Now, does the power button work now? Well, what the hell? Okay, wait. Do I have 3.3 volts on pin 5? Let's go into the microscope. Let's see. Where's my multimeter leads here? On pin 1, 2, 3, 4, pin 5. We have 3.3. How in the actual hell? I haven't changed anything. All I did was disconnect the battery, reseat this, and plug the keyboard in while the power was still on. Is this some sort of special keyboard I don't know about that requires power? Like, I don't understand. 1, 2, 3, 4, pin 5. Oh, there, 0.7. It just died again. It just died again. So after a couple minutes, not even a couple minutes, it was like 1 minute. It died. Okay, so now if I go back, I probably have no power again, right? Let's see. Yeah, I got no lights, no power. Some weird ass fault with the keyboard. I've never seen that before. All right, looks like I'm going to have to order another keyboard. That's the only thing it could be. I mean, it's not this cable. I'm going to take the board out and check behind it. But I think I'm going to have to order another keyboard. What else could it be? Let's just try doing that one more time. Let's try taking this out, starting it up by jumpering it. See, pin 5. So hard to get to pin 5. Pin 5 to ground. No, that wasn't pin 5. All right, I think I got it there. Yep, the laptop is turning on again. This is just the most weirdest fault I've ever seen. Okay, the laptop is on. So let's try. Does the battery have to be over a certain amount for the laptop to work? I mean, what the hell's going on here? It's at 57%. Okay, so let's put the keyboard back in. Okay, keyboard is solid. Okay, I still have power. And you can see the light's red. So it still works right now. So then let's check on pin 5. We should still have 3.3. And it's still 3.3. Oh, wait a minute. Am I not exactly on pin 5? Okay, there we go, 3.3. And when do we lose this? I'm not losing it. So I guess you don't lose it until you push the power button and shut off the computer with the keyboard itself. So if I now turn off the computer, okay, computer's off. Okay, laptop is off. So let's just take a look at pin 5 again. R3.3. Okay, it's 3.3. Let's see. Last time it wasn't even a minute. Still 3.3. Now it's working. Figure that one out. 3.3 still. Okay. All right. Does it turn on? What the hell? I have no idea. I've never seen that before. Do I order another keyboard? I guess I can keep playing around with this until it just keep turning it on and off. And hopefully it stays on. Now it's turning on and off every time. I have no idea what just happened there. The only thing that's got the voltage has gone up on the battery. Is it because the battery was a little low? What does a battery being low have to do with the keyboard not working though? I don't know. It's working. And does it work without the power? Let's try unplugging the power. And let's try and hit the keyboard. It works. It's booting up. There it is. Okay, what if I reset the battery? Do I then lose my keyboard? Eventually, I got to lose this keyboard because it makes no sense. So if I reset the battery, Let's wait a couple seconds here. Okay, plug the battery back in. Now do I lose my keyboard? Nope. Figure that one out. It looks like it's booting up. Power is showing on. Just takes a little longer because yeah, there it goes. Well, it's fixed, I guess. I don't know. Like, I have no idea. I have no idea. We found the fault. It looked to be the keyboard, but now the keyboard works. And I tried to replicate the fault. And for some reason, I did have 0.7 volts on the keyboard there for a sec, but now it's fixed. Okay, so here's an update. I have it plugged in here, and look at this, no power. So I let it sit for about, I would say like an hour or two, and we're back to square one. So I'm gonna go ahead and order a keyboard for this, because that's all I could think. It's got to be the keyboard, because I do have 0.7 volts again, once again on pin number 5. Let's see how much a new keyboard anyway is. Let's go to AliExpress. And what is this? This is an Asus Strix G513 keyboard. Let's see how much these are. Yes, it is a G513. So this one here, looks like the identical board. Yeah, this is the identical. That's it right there. All right, I guess we're going to be ordering this keyboard. All right, well, that was a weird one. I haven't seen a fault like this before, but I'm glad we were able to figure it out. And we'll order a new keyboard, and I'll give you an update on it on probably another video. And hopefully the keyboard fixes this issue. I don't see why it wouldn't. It just makes sense. All right. Thanks for joining me on Circuit Surgeons. I'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.